Greeting to Dr. Noor Hisham. My name is HII MUI. Today, I'm going to present my individual assignment 1. Here are my content that I will discuss today, which is first, computer crime and security, intellectual property, privacy and surveillance, computer reliability, professional ethics. For topic 1, computer and crime security, I'm choosing the title of cyber squatting. In vast of digital wilderness, a shadowy practice known as cyber squatting lurks. It is threatening ensnaring intellectual property and user trust with an equal ease. Kutrana and Sood state that cybersquatting involves the strategic registration of domain name, which is mimicking existing trademark, copyright material, or the name of individual or entity with significant online presence. The squatter like to opportunities in the digital garage, capitalize on user confusion, attempting to profit through various nefarious means. The cybersquatting consists of three, which is copyright infringement, software piracy, and trademark violation. Copyright infringement, which is an unauthorized use of protection intellectual property process, a complex challenge in digital age. Based on US Copyright Office state that copyright infringement refer to unauthorized use, reproduction or distribution of copyright work without explicit permission of the copyright holder. The foster vibrant culture landscape driven by innovation. On this other hand, rampant infringement underline creator income and disrupt their market competition, potentially lifting future works. So, addressing copyright infringement requires a multifaceted approach, acknowledgement and dynamic nature of creativity and information sharing in the digital age. Secondly, software piracy. Business Software Alliance state that the unauthorized copyright or distribution copyright software is a prevalent issue that undermines intellectual property rights and causes significant economic losses of software developers. Software piracy refers to unauthorized copying, distributing, or copyright software. This can take many forms, and downloading cracked software from the internet to installing software multiple computer without purchasing an additional license. Thirdly is trademark violation. The unauthorized of the protection mark can be thorny legal issue with far-reaching consequences. It is called represent an infringement upon a brand unique identity, potentially causing confusion and diluting its value and the marketplace, and the statement supported by World Intellectual Property Organization 2023. On topic 2, which is intellectual property, my task is as a owner company, I was required to register my intellectual property to my software. Here is the process. Step 1 is navigating the My IPO website. Firstly, I log into the My IPO website, and on the top of the homepage, we need to select the Online Service tab located at the top right of the corner. This opens a new window showcasing a variety of online services. Scrolling down, we can choose the option IP Online Search and Filling section and click on it. It is that redirect us to the online application form, especially for the patent. Then click at registration and click for individual option. Next, click at the becoming a registered user to register the account. At this option or field, click the I do not have the activation code and submit. Next, we can fill in the required information and press submit. And your registration is complete. Now we are going to step 2, which is choosing the right IP type. While pattern initially appear as the default option, it's crucial to assess whether it truly aligns with our software nature. We can click on Help and Guide button, tap next to the application form. This opens a comprehensive guide explaining different IP types. Carefully reviewing the guide, we determine that our software falls under the category Utility Innovation rather than Traditional Patent. It encompasses invention that exhibit technical advancement and novelty which perfectly fits our software innovation functionality. Return to the application form, we can select the Utility Innovation Form type of IP right, drop down the menu. Then we are going to step 3, which is filling the online application form. The form required detail like application information, title of the invention, which is our software name, and description drawing and claim outlining the novelty and technical aspect of the software. Fill out the form, which is shown, form of the TMA2 at the following picture. As the developer, I will act as an applicant and provide my personal detail for the company ownership. Company registration detail will be required. The title field should be concise and descriptive name of the software I created. The description section is crucial. It should be provide a clear and detailed explanation of the software functionality, technical component and benefits of to society. Think of it as technical manual for the invention. Depending on the complexity of the software, including relevant diagram or flowchart in the drawing section can be enhanced the clarity. Finally, the claim section defines the specific technical aspect that constitute the novelty of the software. Focus on the unique features that functionality that set of my software apart. Step 4, which is fee and submission. After completing the form, we can reach the payment stage, which is My IPO provide a free calculator based on the chosen IP type that you apply. We can choose to pay online using various methods like credit card or e-wallet. Alternatively, we also can pay in on offline payment option through bank transfer, postal order are also available. On topic 3, I will discuss about privacy and surveillance, which is consists of 7 questions. Based on Leon D. 2007, surveillance refers to the systematic observation of individuals or groups, typically for the purpose of gathering information or monitoring behavior. This can be done through various methods, which is including physical tracking, electronic monitoring, and data collection. The widespread of surveillance has grown significantly in the recent years, fueled by advancement of technology and increasing availability of personal data. This has raised concern also privacy, civil liberty, and potential of misuse of collected data information. For question 2, there are many types of surveillance, but today I'm going to give 4 types of surveillance, which is state surveillance, corporate surveillance, personal surveillance, and mass surveillance. State surveillance refers to monitoring, collection, and analysis of information about individual or group by governmental organization, typically for purpose of related to national security, law enforcement, or social control. The surveillance can encompass various methods, technology, strategy, and both overt and covert to gather data on individual activity, communication, movement, and association. However, state surveillance raises significant concern about privacy, civil liberty, and potential for abuse of power. Balancing the need of security and law enforcement with the protection of individual rights and freedom is a complex challenge faced by democratic society worldwide. Second, corporate surveillance, which is referred to the collection, monitoring, and analysis of data about individual or entities by business or corporation, typically for commercial purpose. Unlike the state surveillance, which is primarily driven by government interests related to security law enforcement, corporate surveillance aim to gather insight to support market, sell, product development, or other business objective. Next is personal surveillance. Personal surveillance refers to the monitoring, tracking, or observation of individual by other individual, group, or entity, often without their knowledge or concerns. Unlike state and corporate surveillance, which is typically driven by institutional interests, personal surveillance can be motivated by various personal, interpersonal, or malicious intention. This including cyberstalking, which is monitoring, harassing, or threatening an individual on online, often through social media, email, or other digital platform. And lastly is mass surveillance. Mass surveillance refers to widespread of indiscriminate monitoring, collection and analysis of data about large number of individual or group, often conducted by government, intelligence agency, or organization. Unlike targeted surveillance, which is focuses on specific individual or entity based on species, specific criteria, mass surveillance aims to gather data on the broad scale, encompassing vast population or entire community. For example, bulk data collection, which is gathering extensive amount of information from various sources, including communication, internet activity, financial transaction, and more, without necessarily targeting a specific individual. For question 3, these are few examples of surveillance. Firstly is the stalking gaze of social media. Beard and Crawford state that every scroll and like and comment on platforms like Facebook and Instagram feed into a vast of database, meticulously track and analyze. Algorithms predict our preference, tailor advertisement, and even influence our political opinions, effectively shaping our online experience. Secondly, the whispering wall of your home. On 2017 stated that smart speaker ostensibly our digital companion double as data gathering device. Every spoken word, every muted query is recorded and analyzed, creating a detailed profile of our habit and preference. This information can be used for targeted advertising, but also rise about concern about potential government access and misuse. Third, the invisible web of your phone. Our smartphone, once more tools for communication, have become digital niches. Location tracking, app usage monitoring, and even call history are meticulously logged, revealing a map of our movement and interaction. This data can be used for targeted marketing but also for law enforcement purposes, blurring line between convenience and intrusion. Fourth, the watchful eyes of workplace. Employers in pursuit of productivity and security often implement monitoring software. Leon 2014 stated that keystroke logging track every click and type, while email surveillance consists of digital communication. While these measures may be legitimate purpose, they can also create climate of fear and distrust, stifling creativity and individuality. And lastly, the all-seeing eye of city, from facial recognition camera scanning public spaces to traffic camera monitoring of our commute. cities have become surveillance hubs. This data, while touted for security purposes, can be used for discriminatory practice and social control, raising concern about erosion of civil liberty. To answer number 4 question, firstly, let us understand that employers have their own right to monitor their employee computer activity, especially on company owned device or network. It measures to ensure security and productivity. Now, you might wonder how this monitoring is done. Employers often employ software tools such as keyloggers, and these tools recorded very keystroke allow them to track email, chat, or digital communication. However, it's crucial to strike a balance between oversight and privacy while monitoring can enhance resource management and security. It is equally important to respect employees' privacy. Transparency as responsible use of the monitoring tools are not just ethical consideration but also foster trust within the organization. To navigate this delicate balance and imperative for organizations to have clear policies in the place regarding computer and internet use, this policy should be transparent, ensuring while productivity is maintained, employees' right to privacy are upheld. In summary, while the digital age offers tools enhancing oversight, it is our responsibility to use them judicially, always keeping respect for privacy and front. That's all. To answering the number 5 question, which is does the government spy on its citizen? My answer is likely yes, with the extent and method of varying depending on the country, historical context, and specific circumstance. Government often cite reasons like national security, crime prevention, and counterterrorism for deploying various surveillance techniques. However, concerns regarding privacy, civil liberty, and potential abuse of power remain prevalent. Some examples on how government might spy on their citizens are mass data collection by analyzing email, phone calls, and internet activity to programs like Prism in US or Tempora in UK allow for large-scale tracking of individuals and their communication. Next, targeted surveillance using phone tapping, email interception, and physical tracking device to monitor specific individuals' suspected criminal activity, threat, or national security. Third is by CCTV camera. Public spaces are increasingly monitored by CCTV camera, which can be used to track movement and identify individuals. Fourth is facial recognition technology, which is powerful facial recognition system can be used to identify individuals in public or space through video footage, raising concern about potential profiling and mass surveillance. And the fifth is, and the number 5 is social media monitoring. Government may track and analyze social media activity to gather information about individual group. Example, government spying are case like in the US, the Edward Snowden leaks of 2013 revealed that extensive PRISM program, PRISM program, which is allowed the NSA to collect data from major technology companies like Google and Facebook. In China, the government operates vast system of surveillance camera and facial recognition technology, raising concern about widespread monitoring of citizen activity. It is important to note that the legality and ethical implications of government surveillance vary greatly. Some countries have strong legal framework and oversight mechanism, while others operate little transparency, accountability. The line between legitimate security concern and intrusive surveillance can be blurred. Government must be balance the needs for security and the right for privacy of their citizens. Ultimate. In conclusion, the question of whether the government spy on the citizen is complex and nuanced. Whether at some level surveillance may be necessary in certain situations, which is crucial to ensure that does transparently, proportionally, and strong safeguards in place protect individual privacy, fundamental freedom. Moving to the next question, which is question 6, which is how is surveillance is an ethical issue. Surveillance, the watchful gaze cast upon individual or their activity traits a precise tightrope in a digital age. While proponents thought it is benefit securing society and preventing crime, its ethical implications raise serious concern about, firstly, erosion of privacy. It ubiquitous capture of personal data from internet browsing to mobile location. Paint this detailed portrait of individual jeopardizing their right to privacy. This erosion can have tangible consequences, influencing everything from financial decisions to social interaction. Imagine the chilling effect of your online searching could be used to deny you a loan or even influence your social credit score. Second, abuse of power and misuse of data. When powerful actors like government or corporation hold vast troves of personal data, the risk of misuse becomes a palpable threat. Palpable threat. This data can be weaponized and discriminatory practice, targeting advertising, or even political manipulation. Imagine a scenario where facial recognition technology identifies and flag monetary group of unwanted stop and freeze search. Next is algorithmic bias and discrimination. Data collected through surveillance can perpetuate existing societal inequalities and fed into algorithms. These algorithms, often programmed on incomplete, or biased data set, can perpetuate racial profiling, gender discrimination, and other forms of unfair treatment. Imagine an automated hiring system prioritizing candidates based on irrelevant online activity, unintentionally locking out qualified individuals from marginalized community. And next is lack of transparency and accountability. The opaqueness surrounding many surveillance programs raises concern about accountability and the potential of unchecked power, which citizens are unaware of the extent of data collection or lack of avenues to redress grievance, and the risk of abuse become amplified. Imagine scenario with access to surveillance data granted to privacy companies which without public knowledge or meaningful oversight of your own. To answering number 7 question, let's begin with measure about what individual can take to safeguard their digital footprint. First, create a strong password and encryption. First and foremost, always use strong and unique password. Additionally, consider encrypting your data, making it much harder to unauthorized party to access. Next is privacy-focused browser add-on option for browser designed with privacy in mind, and consider adding extensions that further enhance your online privacy like ad blocker and tracker blocker. Next is disabling location service. While location service can be handy, they also provide a trail of your movement. We can turn them off when we didn't need it. 4 is mindful of online sharing. Be conscious that about what you share on online. Remember, once something online, it often challenging to complete a race. Next is using privacy filter. Consider using privacy filter on your device to prevent shoulder suffering and unauthorized viewing of your screen. But it is just not about individual action. Collective effort play a significant role too. First is demand legal framework and oversight. Advocate for comprehensive legal framework that can protect citizens from undue surveillance. Push the robust oversight mechanism to ensure accountability. Advocate for transparency and privacy law. We should champion law that prioritize our transparency in surveillance activity and firmly establish privacy as fundamental right. Next is support privacy right organization. Organization working tireless, tire, tirelessly to protect our digital right need to our support. Consider joining, donating, or amplify their message. Stay informed and hold entities accountable. Knowledge is power. Stay updated on surveillance development and hold government and corporation accountability for any outrage or breaches of trust. In conclusion, while the digital landscape presents challenges armed with knowledge and collective action, we can navigate it while safeguard our right and freedom. Now, I want to discuss a fundamental aspect of our digital world, which is the importance of reliability in computer systems. First is foundation of digital world. Imagine our digital landscape as a vast of symphony. While we often marvel at its melody, the truth of hero ensuring its smooth and performance reliability is the silent force that power our connectivity, creativity, and overall navigation in digital age. But what happens when we silent force waver? We face consequences like financial transaction error, emergency call disruption, and even threat critical infrastructure such as power grid and air traffic control. Reliability isn't just a function, it's about trust. When we interact our digital tool like banking, healthcare, or social media, we do so an expectation of consistency. It trust allows us to embrace technology fully without hesitation. Moreover, reliability is backbone of productivity. Think of the disruption of this every email, document, or video conferences method. Reliability system ensure our businesses thrive, students learn, and innovator innovate. Next is security and protection. Beyond efficiency, there are security angles. Reliability acts as bulwarks against cyber threat, ensuring our data remain protected and our digital identity is secure. Next is continuous commitment. However, ensuring this reliability is not easy feat. It demands meticulous design, rigorous testing, and unwavering regulations. It is commitment that span from the coding desk to the system administration. In conclusion, reliability isn't an add-on, it's a very essence of our digital experience. As we navigate this technology-driven era, let's cherish and prioritize this unsung hero, ensuring our digital future remains empowering and not destructive. Next is the case study, and the case study title is Risk of Unreliable Computer System, the Uber Self-Driving Car Accident. Today, we will be looking into the case study that casts light on the intricate challenges of autonomous vehicle, particularly focusing on the tragic incident involving Uber in 2018. Firstly, let's set context. In Arizona, 2018, a landmark event occurred. The first recorded fatality involved a self-driving car, an Uber Volvo XC90 tragically collided with a pedestrian Elaine Hasberg. Several factors that contributed to this tragic event: we saw software vulnerability, algorithm failure, blinded sensor, and even distracted human monitor. The culmination of this issue led to the brake failing, engaged lightning systematic error within technology. But this incident isn't an isolated one. We witnessing series of incidents challenging the safety promises of advanced technology, with notable mention that like Tesla and Cruise. This raise pressing question about the robustness of AI algorithm and adequacy of safety protocol and the profound ethical dilemmas they present. Beyond the technicality, there are profound ethical and accountability concerns. The challenge of human oversight monitors such as integrate system become very evident. Who bear responsibility when such incidents occur? This software developer, the manufacturer, or even the human occupant, such as incident underscore the critical need for clear accountability mechanism to drive safely improvement. In wrapping up, the Uber incident served a stark reminder that challenges we face driving for reliability autonomous future. It emphasized and paramount importance of prioritizing human safety for over mere technology advancement. As we move forward, it is imperative we adopt a stance and responsible development, ensuring that technology always serves the best interests of humanity. To answering the number three question, today let us dive into an intriguing comparison and evolution of mobile phone reliability. Remember the day of Nokia and BlackBerry? Known for their robust hardware, Nokia phones were almost synonymous with durability. Their sturdy build and long-lasting battery are become legendary. Similarly, BlackBerry, especially the iconic physical keyboard, were revered from its solid building quality. However, when it comes to software things and a tad different, both Nokia and Symbian BlackBerry OS, through functional, couldn't boast the vast app ecosystem we see today. Updates when available weren't frequent or accessible. Fast forward today, where Android and Apple dominate the scene. Apple iPhone in particularly have built reputation for themselves. They are not just sleek, they are reliable. Benchmark test consistency show that latest iPhone tend to have edge processing power over many Android counterparts. On the software front, both Android and Apple iOS have revolutionized user experience with their expensive app store and regular software update addressing everything from the mirror to bug significant security concern. The users are empowered and protected than ever before. In conclusion, while Nokia and BlackBerry paved the way with their hardware centric reliability, the modern era with Android and Apple showcased a harmonious blend hardware and software excellence. moving to topic 5 with each professional ethic. Today, let's step into how My Sejahtera app a crucial tool in Malaysia when COVID-19 reports align with professional ethics. Firstly, we have public good. This principle emphasizes prioritizing the public health while ensuring data privacy remain intact. Next, client or employer, that's our striking right balance, uploading app integrity while staying loyal to our mission tech stakeholder. Then the product of My Sejahtera, it means creating a reliable tool that Malaysia could trust and rely upon. Lastly, judgment making ethical decisions and design and update was paramount, ensuring we all always put the public best interest first. In essence, by adhering to this principle from ACM Code of Ethics, My Sejahtera aims not just to be effective but ethically sound good. That's all from me. Thank you.